Well, that 2 weeks was far too long, but here we are back again after a rest week for round 7 of Pro D2 and an absolute belter at a packed-out Stade de la Rabine in Brittany. It's Vannes against OYONNAX. Oh, look at that. That is what you got. Thursday night lights, Thursday night live. This is how you get your rugby weekend started. Valence against Agen. We've got Angoulême against Grenoble, and then we are back in the Alps for Grenoble hosting Béziers. That is the next few weeks. Thank you so much for watching this evening. That is the game we've got today. Second place Vannes against OYONNAX, who actually, well, they will be very disappointed from their opening block of results. They'll see what they can do this evening. That is what the weekend looks like in round 7 of Pro D2. Angoulême, Biarritz, Béziers, Valence, Romand. I'm looking forward to seeing how Brive get on away at Agen. Agen can be very, very handy at home. And can Carcassonne pull off another upset hosting high-flying Colomiers, who are top of Pro D2 after 6 rounds of games. And, yeah, a bun fight we're in for. But Vannes and Brive look like two of the strong contenders, just tucked in there behind Colomiers, and Vannes will want to extend their run to 4 straight wins this evening. They will be doing so at the Stade de la Rabine, which is a very special place. This is bucket list stuff. I've not been. Joe Worsley, you haven't been either, but it's on our list, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm desperate to go. I'm desperate to go to eat the food. I'm desperate to go to eat galettes, prawns, oysters, then go into a packed stadium, feel the atmosphere in that place, and then watch a great match of rugby. Because these Vannes guys, they live on the atmosphere and they step up a level.
This is a Thursday night. It's second tier rugby, and there's Mako Vunipola. That's why it seems like this is why he signed for this club, and this is why we bring you
smoking hot
Pro D2.
cheerleaders leading him in there.
Jeremy Davidson there among the coaching staff. Mako Vunipola, I quite like his beard he's got going on. Van, not sure if there's a reason they're wearing. I can't remember what pink is in French, Joe.
Rose, but maybe it's a warm-up top. I'm not sure they'll be wearing pink today. I don't see why.
Ladies' night, perhaps, maybe a theme. And there are the visitors from OYONNAX. Made the journey by bus by the look of it. That must be a trek.
I mean, OYONNAX is miles from everywhere. It's near Geneva, so it's up in the mountains in a valley. It's quite difficult to get anywhere other than Lyon from there. But everywhere for them to trek. So I'm imagining some long bus journeys, but across the whole country is going to be a difficult journey for them. But I'm sure they came yesterday. They'd have had recovery, stretching, some good food today. They'll walk on the beach probably. Now they'll be raring to go. Yeah,
and they've not been at the level that they would have wanted. We did sort of pick them out pre-season, Joe, with some of the signings they've made as being a potential dark horse, one to watch, and just 2 wins from their opening block of games.
I think we put them in above the dark horses. We put them as one of the teams who would be getting back to the kind of team that could compete to get into the top 14 again, because they got a big budget. But really, they've not been anywhere near that level. Tonight, if they don't start to turn around the level of their performance, I don't see them getting back to that level in a hurry.
Well, it looks like they are wearing pink tonight. The shorts are pink.
Warm-ups, yeah. That combo of blue and pink's not great. But
if you know why, then let us know in the chat, please. And in fact, while you're in the chat, thank you very much for watching. This is one of the cool things about doing this on YouTube and free pro rugby across the UK and Ireland is that we can get stuck in with the chat. So leave yours if you've got a little question for Joe Worsley or a little thought at any point, then get stuck in, get chatting amongst yourselves as well, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel and help the algorithm gods by giving a little thumbs up. I'm so buzzing about this game, Joe.
I can't wait. They're focusing here, the Georgians. The Georgian halfbacks.
It's the scrum half, Vasil Lobanidze, the scrum half, but that is Maktava.
Yeah, Maktava and Lobanidze are the 2 halfbacks for OYONNAX. They're fantastic players when they play with Georgia. This year for OYONNAX, they'll not be quite as hot, but
I'll come to that in a minute, because that is the Vannes team. Mako Vunipola and Dave Cherry, 2 very familiar names But they've got talent right throughout this team. New Zealand scrum half Michael Ruru. And also Ben Stevenson, signed from Newcastle, scored an absolute worldie of a try a couple of rounds ago. They have got talent everywhere. And on the bench as well. Serious levels of experience. Boutier has been nudged onto the bench. As for OYONNAX, well, as you've already mentioned, the Georgian halfbacks, there they are. They've got a Georgian hooker as well. But the one I'm quite excited to see, Danny Tuala, signed from Moana Pacifica, signed to give the team a little bit of go forward. And he was only able to play in round 1, but he makes his second appearance of the season now. He is back, and they need a little bit of a focal point.
Yeah, they do. I think they've been struggling to create opportunities. I mean, they had a really tight defensive and pressure game that got them into the top 14 years ago, but they struggled to recreate that. And above all else, they struggled in attack to create opportunities, getting to 22. They've struggled to make the most of the opportunities. So tonight, I think OYONNAX going to have to change radically, improve their performance levels radically if they're going to have any hope of winning this game. Because Van at home, my God, they're good.
So there's obviously a round in appreciation. I'm assuming that's a club official from RCV, perhaps. Little painting there on an easel, I think. Look at the stands, Joe. That's packed.
Yeah, it's guichet fermé, so sold out again, yet again. I think it's actually quite hard to get a ticket to matches in Van. You've got to really prepare. You can't just rock up and think you're going to get a ticket on the day. This
is proper bucket list stuff, this ground. I need to get there. I've seen a photo. They have a seafood stand. You know, like we have burgers and stuff. they have seafood. The biggest giant prawns you've ever seen. Looks unreal.
I'm dribbling on my microphone.
Oh, here we go. Can you hear that? You can just hear the pipes.
It's so cool, isn't it? I love the cultural side of it. Yes, we need to go on a road trip to Van. Get a ferry to Cherbourg or drive over, or San Malo and drive down.
I reckon the bagpiper has played rugby before. Got loose head prop written all over him.
And there they are. Joe leading him out.
Yeah. Focus
great
looks.
In pink.
And there's Dave Cherry. He's played a lot of games. This is his 7th appearance for Dave Cherry. Sorry, 6th, I beg your pardon.
I'm assuming there's no microphone in there because that's deathly quiet at the moment.
Yeah. Well,
and focused. Normally they're roaring and cheering, but there must be some sort of honourable silence going on, because I just heard the high fives clap, so I think people are just being quiet. OYONNAX, nope, they're just shouting their heads off.
And there come OYONNAX. Mako Vunipola late out. Big grin on his face. Maybe nature call.
That's the fastest he'll get all night. Lay out the toilet, sprint out onto the pitch.
What were you like? Oh, let's just soak this in, actually. There we go. The Celtic heritage within the Roman city walls in Van, this ground is. Special place. You can see a big, deep breath from Joe Edwards.
Yeah, I think there's obviously a very meaningful reason for this respect. We'll try and find out why. Hopefully someone get back to us online. Because the whole of that Van team is really calm and focused. They're not shouting about anything. They are super focused. Be interesting to see why.
Well, the crowd aren't quiet in the Stade de la Rabine. Got pink pyrotechnics as well. I want to know about what's going on with the pink. Oh, there you go. Leo has got in touch on the chat. Says there's 24 games in a row sold out at the Stade de la Rabine. That is incredible. This is Pro de Deux. Where else do you get this in the world in the second tier of club rugby? This is why we needed to get this to be able to watch across the UK and Ireland. If you appreciate that, like I say, just drop the link in a little WhatsApp group to your mates. That was quite a decent drop kick.
That was a good drop out. I've just found online. There's a club legend called Patrick Le Gargin, who died recently, the start of October. Club legend, wore the colours for many years.
Yeah, well, he wore the colours, but also another theory. October is apparently Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so it
not
might be something to do with that. Who knows? Multiple reasons, but great stuff. We're ready. And we're underway. OYONNAX kicking off from right to left. as you look. First touch for Enzo Ben Magal.
Okay, driller.
One of the youngsters in the team. Simple set. And it is Ruru with the first kick, collected by Oradu. One of the signings this season, not one of the big name signings. He was signed from Nice, who got relegated from Pro D2. Space on the outside, Matt Carver finds the edge. Is that an English referee?
Yeah, his accent was strong at the start.
Yeah, speaking in English as well. That's going to help Dave Cherry and Mako Vunipola. Steps from Matt Carver. And hands to the edge. Through a couple of forwards. Opportunity though. Ben Magal hacks it. It's going to be an early score.
Ooh.
Try for Breve. Paul Serrano pouncing opportunistically on a mistake. Gambled and scored.
Yeah. OYONNAX were looking good, and then unbelievable rubbish hands from OYONNAX. Try time. So an easy score for Van. Van were really short on the kick chase. OYONNAX created fast ball out wide, and then the front five, epic fail in terms of catching the ball. Before that, the handling was superb, and then Van just leapt on it. Try time. Oyo are going to be pretty angry with that start.
It was Wandril Picot, the flanker. Fumbled the catch, like you say. Some really good approach play. I feel like I'm being shushed.
Yeah,
by the stadium.
Got to keep my voice down to not disturb Lafarge. Imagine that respect. You can't really think, can you?
Shank. 5-0. Didn't bring the kicking boots yet, Maxime Lafarge.
But I mean, Oyo would be disappointed. Honestly, they created from the first counter-attack tackle. There was space out wide. They went to. They created some fast ball. Just giving up an opportunity where they should be down in the opposition half. Hopefully, they'll improve after that.
Solid restart.
Tackle.
Steve Blanc-Lapaz underneath it. Comment in the chat saying the most Pro D2-esque of Pro D2 tries for the first one. Yeah.
Yes, that is a big error. They're going to go back for this, and it's probably going to be OYONNAX's first entry into the 22. Now, this line-out's on the 22 where he kicked the ball, because he kicked the ball straight out. OYONNAX don't create many opportunities. They're giving them a free one there. OYONNAX in the last 2 away games have created like 5 or 6 entries into the 22. They're not creating much.
Oh, they nearly got a hand to it, but Oyo got a nudge on. Into the 22. They scored a lot of tries through this route last season. Tried to open up the way they play through last year. Hasn't quite clicked for them yet. I was wondering if Tafili might get told to... Oh, sorry, not Tafili. Medrano might get told to shift. Crowd didn't like that. Thought it was in the side. On it goes. 4 metres. Oyo now with a chance to instantly hit back. We're only 4 minutes into the game. Errors have given both sides an opportunity so far. Oyo now have to capitalise. Dave Cherry doesn't manage to stop. But the supporting player off his feet. It was Antoine Miquel.
Yeah, correct. Our referee, who's got a bit of pidgin French, speaking mostly in English, is penalising.
I beg your pardon, it was Picot, the same fella that dropped the ball for the try. He's had a bit of a shocker of a start to the game.
So you can see there, he was latching the number 3 as he went forward. If you fall off your feet, this year especially, the referees are really harsh on people because it makes it virtually impossible to steal the ball after. If he bounced back onto his feet, taking his weight off the floor, the referee probably will let that play on. Yep, shocking start. to Pico.
Dave Cherry finding his man and at the back of the maul. Lean Decker, the Uruguayan international, just trying to get his hands all over that. Ooh, look, if there was a man on his shoulder, there was an offload on. It goes left. For Van. Bounces back to Lafarge, who gets it to the edge. Podder forwards waiting. Almost there, Abraham. Almost on the jackal. Stevenson. It was exactly from a kick like that led to an amazing try that I referenced earlier, but it's Oyo chasing a kick down in deep into territory. Oradu diffuses the bomb. Van are back on their own line again. Mako Vunipola at the back of the Caterpillar. Ruru exits. We could take a breath.
Yeah, definitely. Some nice play from Van there. They
after the
got an edge, just bad execution of the kick, and then it's a free-for-all, hacking through. Lucky bounce for OYONNAX. But they're working hard to get back, working hard to protect their line. Tukola getting back, working really well to save their bacon.
Over.
Pico not able to find his man. I don't know.
Subbed after 7 minutes.
Yeah. He gets his pass to his man there. Let's focus on the positive. And he's round the corner as well. And he's not alone in making the errors. There's Danny Tuala. Teammates with Ardi Savia last season. Cortiliac steps in off his wing. Lobanidze to Corso. Ball's there a bit faster. Defence is set. Van not competing. Well, they have a pop at that one for a second, but they're on their feet, filling the field. Louis Morland. Matt Carver looks quite sharp. Doesn't go his way this time. It misses out the pot. A lot of effort, a lot of passes from Oyonnax, but you feel like they're going to get, exactly like that, outnumbered at some point.
Holding on.
Yeah, spot on, Tim. Spot on analysis. They made lots of passes, lots of sideways play. No one really going forward or being decisive or getting fast ball, which the team were playing on top of successfully.
After using ball quicker.
I think they had opportunities to accelerate, just didn't do it. Look at this, though.
They didn't go for touch in the line out. They spotted the space in the backfield. Sasha Cortiliac. It's all action. And that's a pretty good return for Van. They get the line out in Oyo territory anyway. So what should Oyonnax be doing then, Joe?
It's just when they create fast ball like that situation there, he's on his own. He picked and went because it's fast ball. He's from Toulouse. He's formed at Toulouse, that player. Miguel. So he went, no one supported him, no one's with him because they're all waiting to play their system. So they're just dysfunctional. People going on their own, no one else reading it. It just doesn't work when the team aren't operating together.
Dave Cherry on the peel. Inside pot. Training ground move. Ben Magal is a live wire. You need to watch out for him this evening. There's gas on the wings for Van. There's a bit of power through the middle with Pierre Boudahon, brother of Paul. Out the back, not even a chicken wing. It was a straight out the back pocket. They live to fight another day. Ruru
on the chest for me.
Feeding Juan Bautista Pedemonte, the Argentine. A few Argentines, a few South Americans involved today. Mako Vunipola looked for the offload. It wasn't on. Danny Tuala the same. And got a little game of volleyball on the go. See what Van can do with some rugby now. Ruru takes it blind. The space is on. Enzo
nice
Ben Magal off his wing and in. And this guy cannot stop scoring. He scored 3 tries against Aix-en-Provence in round 4. He's got another on home soil against Oyonnax.
That was lovely play from Ruru. I think obviously a bit lucky with the way the ball rebounded, went back to them. But look here, fast ball.
Yes, yes.
After this situation here, when they play this next ruck, look how Ruru picks quickly and just goes to the line from the ruck we're about to see, and all the players are playing off him. Bam, he goes. People supporting him, running flat, and then off we go. That's nice play.
Also the work of Joe Edwards just to absolutely blast that ruck way past the ball to create the space for Ruru as well.
Epic clear out. Here we go.
Much better connection this time from Lafarge. 12-0. Crowd loving this.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit grim for OYONNAX. They've had 2 opportunities in the opposition 22, but both of them have come from kind of opposition errors, really. A missed kick and then a charge down kick, which got hacked back into the 22. So OYONNAX is just not creating anything. They've had a couple of lucky opportunities, which they've not made the most of. Whereas Van, they've already had 3 odd entries and they're 12 points up.
I just saw in the background like an old wall on the edge of the stadium. Is it? I want to know. Is it built into the castle walls or something? It looks. It just the whole place looks amazing. And we need to go, Joe.
We do need to go. Apparently, yeah, it is built within the old city walls. That is another massive Van error. That's 2 big mistakes, at least we could say. A kick straight out, and nobody wanting to catch a kickoff. That's a shockingly easy entry into the 22. Again, OYONNAX going to have to make the most of one of these soon, or it's going to be a very long evening for them. Let's see what they can create now. There, Joe having a go at his teammates.
Friction!
And there's been a lot of talk this week. I've been delighted, Joe, to see a lot of people, a lot of British press suddenly picking up on the fact, and we've been talking about this for ages, exactly what we're about to see now. A nice straight put in at the scrum and a hooker who has to hook.
I know, it's nice to see. Let's see what the referee is like here. Obviously, he's not a French referee. Let's see if he's similarly harsh on the 9 when he puts the ball in. See if we get a good angle from the cameraman, and this is what we're nice to see.
I think this law trial that they're doing in France is going to... I think there's an appetite for the fans. I think it's going to go back.
Friction!
They're going to reinstill a bit of integrity in the scrum. I'm here for it. Well, that one's gone the way of Santiago Medrano.
So he's penalised the loose head, number 1,
Antoine Abraham,
for taking a knee.
Yeah.
You can guess from the morphology of the man prowling on the sidelines, he's the scrum coach who's not very happy.
Well, I don't know. You must have some old teammates of yours. You don't have to name names, but let themselves go a bit, Joe. You have some that get like just obsessively into cycling, and he hasn't.
No, he's not a cyclist. I'd love to see him on a bike though. Yeah, Phil Vickery and him have taken different paths after playing.
Carried on a bunt. Yep.
Errors are the root of OYONNAX getting into this game. They find themselves on halfway. They might be minded not to play in that spot. We've got a knock on first.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
again OYONNAX failing to come up with anything over the turnover ball. Get the knock on, get the scrum move. Under pressure at the last scrum, so the Van Tighthead was really on top of the Abraham at the last scrum. Okay, so Medrano again here will be trying to put all his weight through Abraham. Last time Abraham took a knee and went down. This time, let's see what happens. We've got a good angle on that side of the scrum. Let's see if Abraham can withstand the pressure coming his way now.
So it's an Englishman, a Scotsman, and an Argentine in the front row for Van. They got the airs last time. They free kick for not hooking the ball.
Kick the ball.
I'm not sure if
There's
saying
so
it with a
much
slight
pressure
French
there.
accent makes it more understandable to
Sorry,
Frenchmen.
sorry.
Obviously. Dave Cherry's away. Joe Edwards, that's a carry. Back down the blind side. Ruru misses the forward pod, gets it to the edge forward.
Straight play on. Jup.
Oh, being wasteful. All the hard work of a turnover. And it's ongoing coast to coast. There is space on the edge. Ben McGall's out there waiting. Already with one try. I'm sorry, Stevenson on that one, isn't it?
Backwards play.
Another error. Gives OYONNAX another entry to the 22. Can they shut Van in there? Lafarge as well. And Blanc Mapaz
Driller.
working hard. Joe Edwards takes it just outside the 22.
C'est bien.
Another steal. This is loose at the minute. They'll want to breathe soon, some of these big units like that one to Philly. It's a well-organised Van D.
Not held.
And they snag OYONNAX behind the gain line. Counter up.
Sauter. Fini. Yep. Stuff is coming.
OYONNAX intent to go through the phases, but they seem to be going back a couple of yards every phase, Joe.
Definitely, they're robotic. They're just sticking to their shape.
No, no.
They're struggling at ruck time to clean out aggressively to accelerate the play. Maybe an offside there.
Advantage.
Yeah, well spotted. It's noticeable, Van really aren't dropping many men in the backfield. Maybe they know what OYONNAX are about, and maybe a bit of variation like that could lead to something. It might do now.
Offside. Ojub.
Yeah, so OYONNAX historically have been that pressure kicking and defending team. That's what got them into the top 14 a few years ago. But nowadays you need to be able to score more points. So they're trying to free up the game, but they're not managing it. They're still very organised.
Post.
It's difficult for a team that's over-organised to loosen the shackles off. They tend to go back to the plan. And when you go back to the plan, you play slowly and you're predictable. And it's much easier for the defence to deal with those predictable teams. They can just not overcommit at the ruck, and then they'll have people on their feet. They're going to get up and bang you. OYONNAX, the one time someone's picked and went, when Mikel went for it, he was isolated on his own, no one to pass to, turnover. Trying to play quickly is difficult. It's a process and a journey, and OYONNAX, maybe they're on that journey, but honestly, the way they're playing so slowly, they're not going to threaten much unless someone does a dumb penalty and gives away the opportunity for them to make a little chip like they just did.
First points on the board for OYONNAX through Matt Carver.
Yeah, Matt Carver, he's a massive Japanese anime fan. Great lad. Tackles like Johnny Wilkinson when he was in his early 20s. He is a feisty number 10. Got a bit to learn about attacking the line and how he can manipulate defences, but the rest of his game, fantastic. Massive heart.
I love the shushes and the silence, by the way.
It's cool, isn't it?
I'm not against really noisy crowds. I like that where it happens as well. But I almost think silence is scarier if you're a kicker. Oh, another messed up restart. That's frustrating.
Yeah, that kickoff was so high. Sometimes when it's that high, it's actually easier. You can get your block underneath, and they got all the time in the world to adopt the position, get in the air and take the ball. But they still managed to make an error there. You can see Van earlier. The reason OYONNAX had the opportunity to come down into the Van half is because Moreland did a quick pick in the wide channel, got isolated and turned the ball over. Listen, trying to play fast is not easy. If you break out of the pattern, then and the rest of the teammates haven't seen what you've seen, or you made a bad decision, then you end up on your own, end up making mistakes, and turnovers happen. Do too many of them, the game ends up being messy with lots of opportunities for the opposition.
Okay. Keep it straight, boys. You see it?
First sign of a little bit of maybe an edge in the OYONNAX front row. Look like to Philly. A little nudge on Mako Vunipola.
Friction! Lie! Duella!
Ball's available and plays. Lafarge misses Ruru on the circle, and Ben Magal could be in for another one. It's going to be a 5-metre line out for Van.
That is lovely play.
Yeah, the kind of variety and pressure that maybe OYONNAX would be wise to do a little bit more of.
Yeah, they hold on to that. They've got probably a ruck on the edge. OYONNAX come up, bang them, and then from the edge, and they'll be on the 22 with a ruck and relatively slow ball maybe. Instead, superb kick through, weighted perfectly, gives them the opportunity to tackle the OYONNAX 15 into touch.
Dave Cherry yet to score a try. Oh, he's not going to on this one. He's going to be part of the wedge that maybe takes one of his teammates over the line. Blanc Mapes repelled. Mako Vunipola, who always seems to wear shorts about 4 sizes too big, is waiting for it. It goes behind him as well. Lafarge gets surely Ben Stevenson if they can pass this ball. And the Newcastle flyer is in for the 3rd try for Van.
I want to make sure the more setup is fine.
That was well taken from the Malk.
Yeah.
I love this referee. He's pretty good. He's actually Japanese.
Oh, is that right?
Obviously, he's learnt his English in New Zealand with the strong accent he has. But you see how close to the play is. He's made some great calls, but he's right in there. He's right in there with a great view of what's happening. He's got no fit. Occasionally tapping some of the players around him, but he's done a great job so far, enjoying his refereeing.
On-field decision.
TMO check.
Yeah, on-field decision is try. I want to make sure the setup is right or not, please.
So they're talking about the setup for the Malk. They're going to have a look. So the lifters in the line-out who are lifting the jumper who caught the ball.
Sure the
when he comes down, are those lifters stopping the opposition? They're blocking the opposition from getting to that jumper. We'll see here as we come down.
Oh,
I think that might be a penalty.
Yeah, so it's a clear obstruction, shift drive, no try.
Did you see how the two support players almost banged shoulders and the jumper came down?
Have a decision?
And there's no space to get anywhere near.
I'm on YouTube, so I think I'm allowed to say the phrase that. Well, certainly I use it with my university team, but it's one that I've had used with me many times.
So never drives onto the jumper, so it's obstructions, no try.
Yeah.
No try.
Obstruction is cock in pocket.
Cock in pocket, yes. It's
Is that a phrase? Was that used in pro days, Joe, when you were playing?
Shift drive.
Okay.
So ripper mash drive onto
the only time we start talking about cocks in France is normally related to dishes and angry roosters. I think it's not really.
Yeah. Le ballon.
Coq au vin, not coq au pocket.
Hands off. Okay, here we come. Time back on.
Right, it must be an injury. Or is he on the sideline trying to catch the ball?
Bit of chat about Dave Cherry. Dave Cherry's a topic of conversation. Did Cherry get a cap for Scotland, says Rodney? Yes, he did. He started every single Six Nations game for Scotland in February, March. And I'm imagining he'll be involved in the autumn international squad, which will get announced in the next few days. That's what you get with Pro D2, international rugby players in the 2nd tier of club rugby. Don't get that anywhere else.
One stop. And it's over.
Lobbing into, having a look. And the little nudge.
Always inside.
Well read by Ben Magal. And instantly it's 2 passes, 3 passes. Trying to go coast to coast. Oh, Vunipola.
Duella.
I thought he'd got in on that one.
Hold in front.
Oh, sorry, Vunipola. This is opposite number Moorland, the youngster from OYONNAX. Kareem Kadiri.
Kadiri always beats a tackler or two.
Yeah.
Incredible carry.
Duella.
does look like an ever such a slight shift in approach. That's 2 kicks for Lobinidze in the last moment.
On a bonne.
Goes for an audacious reverse pass.
On a bonne.
Works out. Again isolated. Go back for the knock on.
You're fine.
Yeah, incredible, probably high-risk reverse pass, but it worked. And they've had a result. That's traditional OYONNAX play we've just seen. An exit kick, really great chase. Nearly get a turnover when Van tried to play to the width on the counter-attack. And then Van kicking back the pressure, OYONNAX returning it and getting a result. And now having a scrum in the opposition half, giving them that attacking position. That is OYONNAX. That's how they play. And that's what they've been playing like for the last couple of years. Just
Talking
not
about
sure
guys
that's
that
going
will
to get
be
you
playing in
promoted
the
anymore.
autumn internationals that we will get a look at. On debut, Mako Vivas, the Argentine. He was playing all through the rugby championship, which is why he's only making his debut for OYONNAX tonight. I reckon he might have wished he could have played Pro D an extra week, because his last game in the rugby championship was getting absolutely marmalised by Oxen Che and Co for South Africa. Ben Magal is away again. This guy is absolutely tearing it up in Pro D. And he's just set Paul Oredu on his way out of nothing. One missed tackle. Ben Magal's away. Serrano. Do you know, Joe? So I did my notes, and my red pen ran out, so I did the names of the OYONNAX players in pink.
Yeah, it must be doing your head in.
It's doing my head in. I wasn't expecting Van to be played in pink.
Yeah, on the team sheet I've got, the OYONNAX players are in pink with pink little circles next to them. Yeah, it's freaking me out too.
Was that forward?
Whichever coach came up with that launch play for OYONNAX is going to be having a long trip home.
Thank you.
He's probably look, guys, I've identified this opportunity. Massive space out wide. The winger doesn't do anything. So they boot it straight to the winger who's waiting for it and just tears him to shreds. That was comedy. I can't speak loudly now. You can actually hear the referee breathing.
I'm wondering if they're shouting the French for getting the hole as soon as he kicks it. What a break from Ben Magal.
I've not seen much of this guy so far. He's looking good, isn't he?
He's 21. It's his 3rd season. Product of their system here in Van.
He's formed here. Wow.
Yeah. 4 tries. And it's just created one too.
I mean, OYONNAX, that kickoff, Matt Carver absolutely butchered it. It's just an easy exit from here. You're going to have a ruck up around the halfway line pretty soon. I'm not sure why they went for another ruck, but hey, why not?
A slightly better angle for Ruru's left foot. That one straight out. No, perfectly. I don't know.
It's on the floor.
Oh, he did well. He's away. Isolated. There's just not numbers there. Seems to be extra players on the field for Van.
Yeah, beginner handling error for OYONNAX. As soon as they try and play quickly or play the passes through their hands, they're just making too many mistakes. It's the 3rd time a pass has gone down.
Manuel Leendecker coming in to take charge of that breakdown. Dave Cherry spies the counter up.
Nice counter, that was really good.
Yeah, lovely.
Counter lock.
Really good. So we're going to see this again for sure. Great tackle, and you see how he gets back on his feet and he's under the opposition player who was cleaning out the ruck. And he felt himself in a strong position so he could push forward.
Bagar
Bell. He could push forward, and intelligent Van players around him saw the opportunity, joined in, counter-rucked, and as the nine's trying to pass the ball away, he gets knocked out of his hands, knock on. That is great defence from the Van team and from Dave Cherry.
Captain. After the whistle, we don't need any scaffolds, all right? Okay.
He's got great English,
Okay,
man.
finish now.
We don't need any scuffles. It's the perfect word for what we just saw.
Yes, we do. This is pro de deux. What are you
We
saying,
do it.
Ref?
Yeah, we want more than a scuffle. We want a bagarre.
Give the people what they want.
Yes, boy. Nice and promote, Santi, boy. Yeah, we go.
I love this. There's people inspired, Joe. In the chat, people are discussing how much are tickets. How do you get them? €16 apparently. A ticket to watch a game at Van. How amazing is that?
Yeah.
I'd spend twice as much on prawns.
Not take the hits.
Deliberately not taking the hit. I mean, that's questioning the tight head props.
Not taking
Manhood right there. Medrano with the free kick against him. Up it goes.
That's quite intelligent play there.
Ben McGall's head in touch.
Yeah, he actually used his
Pressed
head
into the floor.
He thought he's not out. Let's push his head into touch. That was Mako, the Georgian,
Again.
the Georgian hooker who looks
Yeah,
like
the Georgian
Ram Man
hooker,
from
Carl
He-Man.
Kadza.
Look,
There you go.
9, 9. Good.
Again, a 22 entry. Well, if they can get a nudge on in this maul, that is. There it goes. Must be 4 or 5 so far in this half. 3 points all. Oyonnax have got to show for it. Danny Tuala running through the same hole as his teammate there, who was on the short pot.
Ooh.
And another handling error from Oyonnax,
Order.
but offside. Gets them out of jail. Now at this point, 16 points is the gap. You're in front of the post. You take 3, Joe.
15, all right.
yeah, I might do that. Definitely, yeah.
Khalid, Order.
Keep it ticking over. But they've no interest in that.
Carver's
Yeah, he's good.
got it to within 6.
Fine? Okay, I'll have it. Thank you.
Carl Kadza, that hooker, is a cube.
He is literally geometric shape, isn't he?
No.
Non-human, no neck.
Big moment this in the game. I feel like Van could get out of sight. Well, have had plenty of opportunities, haven't taken them yet.
Come on, Oyo. I want to see him get over the line.
Offside.
Ooh, this ref is on it, man. He was clear. He was talking about it. Maybe that's where the language difference is tricky. So the maul hadn't moved more than 1 meter. So the line out has not finished. You've got to wait before you come up. And the line,
Referees usually keep their hands
early.
up and put them down when you can advance.
But that's not the first time. Oyo have been doing that
Yeah.
all match, sneaking up during the line out. Referee's probably been aware of it. Now he's pinged them at a key moment where, geez, man, if they score there, 19-10 doesn't look quite so bad.
So line out.
It's actually Qadiri who runs in and smashes it.
And the referee did still have his hands out saying don't advance.
Yeah. Some of the injured players there enjoying the match.
Plaquage!
Ruru sending it deep, but Oradu was waiting for it. Lafarge from inside the 22. Big boot.
He's inside.
That's huge.
That was beautiful. Bit of fade on it as well. I'd like to see that. Get a draw rather.
No.
What a kick. 22-22. Right, the human Pokemon's going to throw in again.
Solid drills from Oyo this time.
That's it!
Really well executed.
Yeah, they're
exit,
getting
that
good
one.
change out of the contestable kicks.
Good tempo on the kick, great chase.
Defence is up onto Arla.
Ball has carried the back.
This one can be returned with interest.
Inside.
Shank. I was bigging up his kicking earlier. He's got a cannon on him, but he got his pea shooter out that time.
33 minutes in, what are you thinking, Joe Worsley?
I'm just thinking OYONNAX are looking like they have done this year. They're just
Let's go, Mako!
attacking-wise, they don't threaten. They don't threaten. They can't speed up the play. They can't act spontaneously. They're very over-organised and slow as a result. Yes, they're kicking pressure game. You can see why it's been a force of theirs before, but honestly, you've got to be able to score points now, and they don't look like they can score any.
Oh, another big contestable, that one. That juggles free. Play on, says the referee. Paul Serrano with the nudge. His opposite number, Oredu. Tries to carry it clear. I think the crowd certainly asking for a late hit on Serrano.
Again, I do like this referee. He's given a different feel to this game because he's less officious maybe than a French referee might be. He's certainly allowing them to play more. It's just some of the handling errors of not resulting in as much rugby as maybe we normally would see. But you can see he's a referee from a different environment, brought up probably in New Zealand to learn to referee in New Zealand and Japan. Would teach you a different way of refereeing those physical battles you have in especially Pro D2 in France and Europe.
Let's see if that cannon Joe Worsley talked about is there. Yeah, decent length on that one. Gets it to halfway. Lafarge waiting for it and sends up the big man, Joe Edwards. Out the back of the forward pod, Ben Stevenson on the left-hand touchline. OYONNAX will fly up, knowing there's only one way that Van can go. Back down the blind side, Michael Ruru's used that snipe a few times. Led to one of Van's tries. Could they be on for a fourth try before half-time? 5 minutes until the break. Pass going astray. Ben McGowan not able to gather it off his toes. Was that a knock on? Yeah, advantage.
Yeah, very poor pass. Again, from Van, that was a bit robotic. Ruru does reverse the play quite well. They like attacking short sides, get an extra 5 meters and jump on top of that fast ball to play. But again, Van, another team, attacking-wise, they're not as dangerous as some of the best attacking teams in this league, like Colomiers. Colomiers are good because when they get fast ball, they can accelerate the play, and they try and generate fast ball, as opposed to Van, which are playing these shapes you see in there, which this time are very non-threatening and don't create much. A lot of their scores come from from defence, pressuring people. We've seen how they react to turnovers is pretty good. They're not a team who would score after many, many phases or regularly score tries after 10 phases of shape with relentlessly good passing, relentlessly good rucking, whittling down the opposition phase after phase until they get some sort of space. They're not that kind of team.
Long, yeah, and then above. Push. Let's go.
I want shares in his local butcher.
He's from Belgium. He played for France a couple of times. I'm trying to remember his name off the top of my head. Played prop, by the way.
Friction! Lié!
So the referee apparently is going to be involved in some of the autumn internationals. He's going to be one of the officials, maybe an assistant referee at the Twickenham for the Fiji game. Apparently, says John Jenkins. Quite a few people in the chat appreciating exactly as you pointed out, Joe. That he's making for a good game.
Yeah, he's a good referee. He's got really good control. He's made some good calls. Some of the scrum ones you're not sure about, but listen, occasionally that's the flip of the coin. He's looking good. He reminds me the Georgian referee. His name I've completely forgotten. I know really well. He's become one of the best referees in the world.
Nika Amashikeli.
Yeah, Nicola. Yeah, he's been fantastic. And he was a similar kind of authority and calmness he had on the pitch that I'm seeing from the referee tonight.
There's a prompt, strong scrum battle. There's a penalty advantage coming for OYONNAX. That fella whose name Joe can't remember will be a little bit happier with that one. Can OYONNAX do anything with this? As we come into the final seconds of half-time. At half-time, me and Joe are going to throw our eyes forward to the November Test matches. There's some absolutely massive games. I want to pick Joe's brain about one or two of them. So whilst also getting yourself a brew in, make sure you stick around for that. And what should be an absolute belter of a second half.
Yeah, scrum at the penalty this time for Oyo. And our friends, whose name I've forgotten, will be very happy. I think it's like Delap or Delep. Or... Come on, guys online, help me out here.
Who's the absolute unit in the coaching staff for OYONNAX?
Debati, that was it.
Debati.
Yeah. Debati, yeah, he played for...
Thank you, Charlie Chopper.
Vincent Debati.
Lobanidze links, steps through a couple of tackles, the back rower. Big shot. 1 minute left in the half. OYONNAX final opportunity to take something. 3 points, all they've got to show. Again, slightly isolated there. Hugo Hermé, not mentioned his name a lot. It's a Philly waiting for it. Only one thing he's going to do. The big tight head's going north. Dave Cherry with the tackle, slowing the ball down as well in doing so. Corso around the corner, comes back the other way, back in the pocket. Matt Carver links with Tuala on the edge of the 22. 1-2 with Tuala. He goes to the boot. There's time for the line out. Referee's overruled his assistant. Said it came off
I think
Tuala
he's given
last,
the line out to them. Yeah, I think he said the ball came off an Oyo player before it went to touch.
Couldn't tell from that replay, but whatever the case, that means as the bagpipes fire up again. Just get the drills done, get the ball off the field. 19-3 the half-time score. Joe Worsley will do his do some interpreting in a second with some of the interviews. You can see the board just getting brought out in the corner. Pretty satisfactory from Van, although far from perfect. Scored some really nice tries. They're going to stay out on the field as they tend to before going in.
I mean, Van have got massive character, motivation, defence, chasing. Their attack's a bit clunky, but transitions they act quickly. Let's listen in.
Comment essayer de renverser la vapeur en deuxième période pour votre équipe?
How are you going to try and change it around in the second half? Too many handling errors, not precise enough. They attack well on the first three phases. Yes, presence for them, first phase after a turnover or counter-attack, they're scoring. We've just got to be more precise in the second half. Towards the end, we're winning those aerial battles. Got to continue doing that in the second half.
Et on enchaîne avec Paul. 19-3 avec le bonus offensif. Comment justement conserver ce rythme et cette avance en deuxième période?
How are you going to keep the bonus offensive already? How are you going to keep us going?
On est très bon sur la score zone. On arrive à se nourrir de leurs petits déchets, donc ça c'est positif. Il va falloir garder ça et il va falloir garder les basiques, être propre sur les basiques pour faire une bonne deuxième mi-temps.
So we're going to keep that ability to defend. I think he would have been bullied at school if he acted like that at school, because really his reply was terrible. He's got to work on his way of talking publicly. My God.
Absolutely packed at the Stade de la Rabine. 19-3 the half-time score. So while the teams are having a slice of orange, or if that's what anyone does anymore, having a hydration gel and some jelly babies, who knows? Let's have a chat about the November test series that's coming up, or Autumn Nation series, or end of year test, whatever you're calling them, quilter internationals, I don't know. But there's one game in particular that I think I'm more hyped about than any of them, Joe, and that is in Paris on the 8th of November when the world champion Springboks come to town in what is a long-awaited rematch of that epic quarterfinal.
2 years ago, like today, isn't it? That epic quarterfinal, not today, this weekend. It was an amazing game, an amazing weekend of rugby. And that game, I was in France at the time. Everyone was shocked, beyond shocked. They really thought they were going to win. They were sure they were going to win. They probably should have won. Just the way they didn't deal with the pressure game, that high balls kicking from Faf de Kirk, some of the Pollard kicks, just rebounding on the floor and then bouncing into the arms of the player, going through and scoring.
The conversion charge down, don't forget. The conversion charge down by Colby on Ramos.
Error for the try of Colby as well, where they just counter-attacked and scored. So France really should have won that game, I think. South Africa were amazing. That's their game, isn't it? That's what they do. That's what they do so well. But honestly, Dupont wasn't quite firing. Obviously, Ntamak wasn't involved. But still, I think this is a game they could have won. I still can't believe the shock. Yeah, since that moment, they've been on a journey, huh? They've been on an interesting journey.
Well, just before we go to what happened after that, I almost feel like this game, next month, is like the third part of a trilogy as well. Because I remember in 2022 that game in Marseille. I remember watching that and wincing at the level of physicality of it. It was about as brutal as rugby gets. I think Jelonch described that as the hardest game of rugby he's ever played in at the time.
I'm hoping so. We'll see a Mordor movie number 3 where there's going to be an epic battle, because both those games have been incredible, and I can't wait to watch two of the most physical teams in the world, one of which can just do jaw-dropping moments. The other one has developed an attacking game which is far superior to what it had before. I can't wait.
And yeah, exactly. South Africa have developed their game, and I just think as much as it's going to be brutally physical up front, but the wheels and skill and nuance in the back lines it's going to be absolutely blockbuster. I cannot wait. So take us through, like we've talked about the shock following that game. It was palpable. I was in France at the time as well, and it was like a day of mourning the next day. Suddenly rugby didn't exist. Not interested. World Cup's gone. And weirdly, it's like Ireland took over as the hosts after that. But even though they'd been knocked out as well. But the journey they've been on since, over the last 2 years, like I say, 2 years.
I know 2 years is ridiculous, isn't it? Immediately after the Six Nations, where they were really poor, I think the team was floundering around. The coaching staff had a few changes. They lost their way. I think it kind of plateaued, didn't do anything, didn't go anywhere. And that first one, they lost badly at home to Ireland. Ireland scored, I think, 4 tries in that game, got a bonus point in France and Marseille. Not somewhere many teams go and win. Now, after that, they nearly lost at home to Italy. The ball fell off the tee. Otherwise, Garbisi probably would have put that one over. And it would have been Italy's first ever win in France.
Yeah, that controversial moment in Murrayfield where Scotland felt aggrieved as well.
Yeah, so that team that year just really wasn't firing. Dupont wasn't involved either. So they didn't really do much in that Six Nations. Then they went on tour after that, the summer tour, obviously resting a large number of players. They took Atasogbi kind of put his hand up the first time he saw his name coming out in lights. They went to Argentina, they won one, lost one. But again, it's more of a development tour than anything. And then they came back and they had November internationals. That's where maybe they started to click again and get back into it. New Zealand game, fantastic match in Paris. And honestly, I loved watching that match. New Zealand was demonstrating where they were going. France started to step up and just really scored some wonderful tries. It was a really exciting game. The second half got a bit of an arm wrestle where Ramos's boot kind of finished it off. But that game was really high quality, and France, for the first time since that quarterfinal, got back to the kind of levels they were before. They weren't developing a new style. They were just doing what France do well and reacting when the ball's fast, turnovers, poor kicks, and just breaking the opposition. I think the New Zealand team made a turnover, for example. Ramos picks it up, perfect grubber, Bielberry, bam, try time. New Zealand taking 20 phases of immaculate passing to score, France just doing it in 1 or 2. So, yeah, it was very much the first game of that high level. that was a really enjoyable match. And then the Six Nations, the last Six Nations we had, which I think they lost. We're both for that England game, which was good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the game in Dublin, that was as good as we've seen France since the World Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they really stepped up a level. I mean, Ireland aren't quite as efficient as they were before, but they haven't been as efficient as they were during the World Cup since Sexton's gone and everything. So they're not quite as good as they were. There is that caveat, but still, at home, to win like France won was a phenomenal performance. Losing Dupont, Lucu stepping in and doing an incredible job. Again, big moment for him to step up and do a job. So again, they're developing, getting back to the levels they can play at. Only the French team can play at. Some of the tries and ways they can score is incredible. And really, that's where we want to see him get back to. The more efficient that French team is at defending and exiting and pressuring, they'll get more transition opportunities, and their attack is so deadly anyway that I think if they get that side of the game right, defense pressure game, the other side normally takes care of itself. But it's going to be interesting to see if they can hit the ground running straight away in this autumn international period, because I mean, the Six Nations was followed by a tour to New Zealand in which they rested the vast majority of the squad. The squad they sent was second, third choice in some positions, and they were competitive. Again, Guillard stepped up. There's a few players who came through because of that tour. But honestly, the team has not played since the Six Nations that will play in these autumn internationals. So it'll be interesting what they do.
Yeah, when you look ahead to the South Africa game, there's a couple of players that have come through into the first team. VANNES made a midfield spot his own, and who else would you say has come into the side? I'm
Bordion in the back row.
Oh yeah, but Paul Boudehon. But other than that, it's pretty much the same team, almost to a man, that took on South Africa, or at least a vast majority of it. So it's going to be fascinating to see where they're at. It's going to be a huge game. I have a couple of questions. Firstly, who's going to wear 10? I mean, if it was Dupont starting 9, you'd automatically go for Ntamak. He hasn't looked quite at his best for Stade Toulousain this season. So who starts 10 for you? Do you step Ramos up? Do you put Jalibert in? Jalibert's
been amazing. Bill Berry is an amazing piece of content we put out of all his tries. Half of them, Jalibert's the l'ouvreur, they say in France, opening it up and putting him into space. So he is incredible. Obviously, the Ntamak, the symbiosis, the connection he has with Dupont and the rest of the Toulouse guys is great. But yeah, he's not firing on all cylinders. Burris is not fit. Ramos will play fullback, I think. The only issue is high balls. I mean, Atasogbe's quite good there, but that'd be a big call. Ramos up front, Atasogbe fullback.
One final question I've got is the backup tight head prop. So Awini Antonio is now over 2 years since he announced his retirement initially, and Tatafu we thought Tatafu was going to take that job. He's had injuries with Bayonne. Georges-Henri Colombe last November, as much as France won against New Zealand, he got absolutely annihilated.
Yeah, he said himself in the media he's not ready to come back.
Yeah. Aldegheri at club level got annihilated by Montpellier the other week for Toulouse. So I worry about France in the last 20 minutes of a game closing it out or losing big penalties with scrums.
Yeah, I mean, they've got 3 world-class props. They're scrabbling around for another one, aren't they? With Antonio gone, yeah, that will be interesting. Just trying to think who else might be given a shot. I mean, during the summer, I mean, they've got loose heads they've got coming out of their ears.
Yeah, loads of loose heads.
It's just tight heads, isn't it?
Yeah, just that backup tight head's a really interesting one to watch, because Antonio is only going to manage 45, 50 minutes in this game. It's what match prediction right now, Joe, if you had to?
Oh, Jesus. Battle-hardened South Africa. Scraping home a 1-point win.
I think they might win it. I'm going to say scrum penalty in the last 10 is going to win them the game. I think it'll be down to a point. It's going to be huge. Cannot wait. That's a game we've got to look forward to in November, but we've got 40 more minutes of rugby coming up next. Make sure you go and check out the rest of the stuff that's on the channel after the game tonight. Hit subscribe, and let's get back to the second half. And not just tonight, we've got rugby every game week. And next Thursday, we've got Valence Roman against Agen. Valence Roman, they play such a fun brand of rugby. One of the surprise packages over the last year or so of Pro D2. So very much looking forward to our first visit to Valence. And they got a great logo as well, Joe.
It's kind of like a final pit stop or a Formula One race flag, I'm not sure. And a lion. Good two things.
And look, there you go. If you want a little bit more French rugby content for English-speaking audience, our friends at Roast Beef Rugby. We got Rob and Rich, the Robster, the big Rob, Bob, and we got Rich as well, the big Dick. Make sure you go and check out Roast Beef Rugby. It's a genuinely really class show, and those guys get to all of these grounds. I fully appreciate it. And Ben Stevenson, who's on the field for Van tonight, he is on their show this week as well, so well worth checking out our mates at Roast Beef Rugby. No wonder some of those seats are empty. They're off at that. They're all gone to the seafood stand, Joe.
I was just looking at the what you can buy. You can get oyster. You get eight oysters and 8 prawns for €10.
What?
With butter and bread thrown in for free.
Oh my
I was just looking at that
goodness.
online.
What's a galette anyway? You keep talking about galette.
So
as well.
a galette's like a savoury pancake, a savoury crepe. A bit thicker, different kind of grain. But inside that you would put bacon, cheese, egg, and then you kind of close it over. So I don't know. It's almost like a dream wrap from a whole new planet that you're having. It's hard to compare it to anything in the UK, but they are delicious, and they're from this part of the world with a nice fresh cider. It's a winning combination on a Sunday morning.
I went to Brittany once when I was like a teenager on holiday. I didn't like it because it was a bit quiet and stuff. I think I'd like it now. It's just a beautiful, rugged coastline, and well, I didn't realise they were into rugby. Well, I suppose to be fair, years ago they weren't. This club was only formed in 1950. The first ever trip to the top 14 was last season, and they look, Joe. I mean, we've had a good look at a lot of the clubs now. We're into round 7. I would say of all the teams, Van looked the most complete and the most likely to bounce straight back.
Yeah, just listen, there are weaknesses in the team, but you can see that motivation. They got the physical abilities necessary to compete at the top. They got the budget necessary to compete at the top, and they got this foundation, the strong foundation and support that you're seeing in the stand right now. It's not just about the players on the pitch, it's about the whole organisation. And listen, yes, it's a relatively new club in the big picture. Other clubs are hundreds of years old compared to these guys, but they've become a real force, and they're going to be around for the foreseeable future. And it's wonderful to see this in the north of France, which is traditionally not a rugby hotbed. There are more and more clubs coming through. Some other clubs similar to Van, maybe 10 or 15 years behind, but they're getting there, and rugby is spreading.
You're right about the silence. You mentioned this before the game. I wonder if it's just the fact they have to walk down a giant corridor to the ground. There's very little whooping and hollering in the tunnel.
Yeah, the first 20 metres they're whooping and hollering and lost their way. There's no tunnel longer than the one in Bordeaux. Stade Chamin-Delmas. It's the longest corridor. It's like half a K. It's like 500 metres of tunnel. By the time you get to the end, you're just it's almost a warm-up getting to the pitch.
Old Glez on the chat, and please leave your thoughts, questions, get stuck in, give the video a thumbs up, share that link in your WhatsApp groups with your rugby mates, because Old Glez is absolutely right. Seeing these crowds at a second division rugby match on a Thursday night is incredible.
Yeah, it's completely different, isn't it?
Incroyable.
I was so close to going over. I just got to pull my finger out and do it.
You said the flights were like ridiculously
20
cheap.
quid, yeah, £18 to get back.
Oh my word! It's only £2 more than a ticket for the game, if you can get one. We're underway in the second half. OYONNAX continuing as they went in the first half, making an error. And Van, maybe their chat at half-time is put this game to bed early, and a score could potentially do that, or at least take away the optimism that OYONNAX would have built up, motivating themselves at half-time. There's a half a break for Dave Cherry, head down. The crowd just making their way back from the galette and seafood stands to their seats. Invoice. Oh, I've just noticed the Mousqueton banner. I've got some Mousqueton clothes, Joe. They're very nice. nice Breton peacoat. One of my favourite items of clothing.
Keeps you warm and dry around Manchester.
It's dry tonight in Van, and going through the phases early. Michael Ruru finds Cherry
What
again.
an offload.
That was a lovely offload.
Oh, mate.
Building up the pressure with phases. Paul Serrano, try scorer earlier in the game. Takes his team to within 10.
Don't push the player.
Eric Marks, the German international. Buderholm out the back, does not find his man.
Ooh.
Ben Stevenson had his hand up. He thought he had space on the left-hand touchline. He's keeping the width. It comes his way again, but narrow. Patient approach by Van.
Oh, so you're seeing there, Van are a bit clunky in attack. They had a 3v2 opportunity and they just threw a wide pass, which was a poor pass, and stopped the player out wide. Just butchering the opportunity. And then again, just another mistake. They slow right down. They got a bit robotic. Listen, I think they're probably a bit more dynamic than Oyo, but these two teams, their attack is not their major force. They're creating much more opportunities through the defence, pressure game and turnovers, and really leaping on the errors of the opposition and scoring tries. They really need to up their... I think Van, if they want to get promoted again, they're going to have to work hard in that area.
I guess we should probably say good evening to Gregor Townsend, because I could fully imagine he's watching this just to keep an eye on Dave Cherry. How you doing, Gregor?
Sipping on a can of Red Bull.
Well, yeah, that's probably replaced the Iron Brew. Lobinidze with an exit. But Van with possession still in OYONNAX half.
Neuf! Neuf!
I wonder if, do you reckon Mako, when he gives the call to Dave Cherry, says it in French? He's waiting there with the ball at the front. That's what he called. Give it to me, Dave.
Yeah, give it me. And then he gets bundled into touch. He's not going to be too happy with that one. I think give it me might be bundled into the locker for a while.
What is give it me in French anyway?
Donnez-moi, mate. It's not.
Every day's a school day.
Done.
Good.
He's grown into the game. Has Picot after some early errors for OYONNAX. He drops on that ball to tidy it up as well. Lean Decker with it. Oh, was a knock on the deck, but they had advantage.
That was under 13 rugby right there. Again, some of the skill level tonight. Pro D2 is a wonderful league. And we see some teams attacking with finesse and attacking incredibly well. Colomiers being probably the best example of that in the league at the moment. So these two teams tonight won't be happy with their handling. I know they've been a down week in which they had a week off, but they're really on attack have not been as efficient as they were a few weeks ago. They're going to have to really up their level. Again, if they want to be teams that compete to come up, especially Van, their tries and points have come through mistakes or come through forcing errors on the opposition through great defence and pressure game. Less so relentlessly good attack.
That was a very unstraight put into the scrum that the official didn't seem to enforce that time. Can't keep his eye on everything, I guess. It gives away now the ball. Lean Decker walloped on the gain line.
Yeah, taking it standing still, a long pass. It's literally inviting the defence to come and smash you.
Especially if you're 6'9", makes you a little bit of a target. Not the lowest centre of gravity if you're standing still.
That's a poor kick though.
Yeah, Ben Stevenson managed to find the only man that was back there. Much better kick in return.
Yeah, again, one poor kick. They had the upper hand because OYONNAX did such an awful attack. They slow ball. They had to kick the ball straight to hands. If he'd put a good quality kick in there, Van now probably would have either a counter-attack opportunity or a line out on the opposition half. One bad kick to a player like McCarver and he'll stick you almost into a 50-22, but now they're going to have to exit under gross pressure from near their own 22. All due to one poor kick.
Which I actually think might have come from Maxime Lafarge. Don't want to throw Ben Stevenson under the bus unnecessarily.
You're in? 10 metres. Thank you.
Especially
Let's go.
Yeah, there we go. Dave Cherry has got the ball just outside his own 22. Interesting.
Not so.
His
Would
assistant
he have
has his
been
hands on
through
his hip.
if he hadn't have blown?
Signals
I think
something.
there was a hole there.
Scrum OYONNAX. Touche au mêlée. Touche.
Not straight the call.
Not at all confident about the scrum. They've gone for the line out.
You're in.
Again, a mistake from Van, giving OYONNAX yet another opportunity in their 22.
No contest.
Listen, if OYONNAX have taken some of those opportunities, and 4 or 5 opportunities they've been given by Van, they'll be right in the smash. Fortunately for Van, they've not done this.
Yeah, the forward pass.
Ref had the best view in the stadium, I think, of that one. So I'm pretty sure with the quality of decision making he's made tonight, he's pretty good again there.
Danny Tuala didn't like it, shake of the head, but I think
Yeah, it looks sus from that angle.
Okay, closer. Let's go.
good ball as well. An early opportunity for Kadiri.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Van do here. They're going to
Friction.
10 big miss pass, or they're simply going to go 9, 10 on the blind side and
Yeah.
smash it long.
This is
Look at the setup.
good kicking game. Means that OYONNAX do have men back. Well, that's what they're going to do with the exit. Take about 30 metres and take a line out. To Philly's
Yeah.
first scrum. Penalty against him.
Yeah, I can see why they went for the line out for the last.
We've got 2 to Phillies on the field. Paga has just come on for. Oh, sorry, we've got
Brace it to
Paolo
Phillies.
for OYONNAX.
Lin.
Oh, I beg your pardon. That's Vauatoa. Honestly, Joe, writing the OYONNAX names in pink, absolutely, it's like trying to pat your head and rub your tummy.
Driller.
I know who that is. A very familiar shape of
Driller.
Mako Vunipola. He's lost the headband. Still carrying like he always did.
No.
That's really poor play from Van. Listen, they got great go forward from Mako, great carry. They already called the kick even before the carry. They could have played on that in the opposition half. Madness.
I've spent many an evening in France and in England with Joe trying to explain how teams manage to coach this off-the-cuff reactions that just typifies French rugby and teams like Stade Toulousain. There's loads of content on the channel where Joe digs into that. Well worth checking out. But for now,
tonight you're seeing 2 teams which are one wants to shut the game out, the other just doesn't know anything else, any other way to play. They're hitting on the structures and organisation, which means it's slowing down occasionally. OYONNAX do create opportunities though sometimes through those bounces, but this time it's bounce for Van.
No. White touch. Play on.
the Van have had some change when they've quickly shifted the focus from coast to coast.
Driller.
Yeah, Tuala's not looking too good there.
There he is. Danny Tuala. Not sure what type of injury that is, but he made his debut in round 1, clutching his knee. Michael Ruru going for the nudge over the top. Could have gone anywhere. Paul Oradou, he loves the counter-attack. Intelligent kick. Nice. Lafarge with a 1-2. Trying to inject a bit of speed onto the ball. Ben Magao got some feet.
Oh, sorry.
Quick offload, not to hand. The line speed's good from OYONNAX.
Right, coming. Yeah.
He was waiting for that hit, knew it was coming. Good offload. Space on the left-hand touchline.
The imaginary winger that's not there. That's a pretty bad decision from him. Yeah, he's looking like he's picked up a...
So, Danny Tuala, signed from Moana Pacifica, played round 1, injured, just come back now, 2 months later.
This looks nasty.
Okay. I've just got one remark.
Ooh, just turned his ankle on the inside of his knee. That's got medial ligament written all over it.
Yeah. Just got caught wrong. Didn't get his feet down. Didn't prepare his body for that contact. And that leg got trapped underneath. Ouch.
The step off the left foot, wasn't it?
All good?
From Budahon.
The German front rows, come on.
Good? Okay. Time on.
Was that Justin Burrow coming onto the field?
Over. Once.
Really low body positions from Van. It's how they're managing to stop them all with 4 or 5 players. Ben Stevenson getting past the first tackle.
No, no. Yep. Driller.
Yeah, you are right about Van closing the game. They don't want to take. Well, they've got themselves a lead. They don't need to take risks.
A little bit harsh, but hey, escorts are. You've got to be so careful these days to prevent the defence chasing that kick down, having access to the man catching it. It's got to be pretty clear cut if you collide with someone that you had no intention of blocking him. That time they stopped the chase from making a tackle, penalised as a result. Again, yeah, Van are playing against a team who are not really threatening much at all. That was pretty blatant now. Hermé won't be very happy with that.
Yeah, do the damage, then put your hands up. Not me, sir. Right then, Van with an attacking. Oh, no, absolute mess.
Shouldn't give it me. Would have been better than that one.
Yeah, Mako Vivas. Waiting on the touchline. It was his opposite number, Jehi, who made the error there. Breakout from OYONNAX. Another handling error.
Inside.
More under-13s rugby.
He did get smashed from behind there.
Yeah, it was a shot, wasn't it? To give him some credit.
No. Ball's out. Yep.
That was poor control of the ball on the deck. Ruri managing to recycle.
Carried back.
Really smooth pass between him and Lafarge. Up it goes.
Oh, great take.
Yeah. Sasha Butsaliak.
Safe. Driller. Yep.
Corso's run all night.
Yes, when there's a good kick, good chase, dominant tackle, it's very hard to do anything other than what we're seeing now. For the game to light up again, someone's going to have to make a great catch, or that happens. Rebound, play quickly, off we go. But he's managed to take it into contact again.
Van quick to get organised, but there is space back there. 50-22.
50-22, I think it was, wasn't it?
50-22.
Yes.
No.
It was a 50-22.
Well, there you go. Do you know what? It's a 16-point game.
Kato Bron.
Yeah, Oyo really, they've had numerous opportunities.
Okay.
Their success rate in the 22 must be diabolical. If they get back now, they get 7 points on the board. Again, we might have a game on our hands. Still 2 scores behind if this happens.
Yeah, I was looking to see if Mako Vivas was on. He is making his debut. He's got the lift there at the back. The maul has had no change so far. OYONNAX sticking with it.
What's up?
It is tying in some of that Van defence.
Through the middle.
Yeah, Vanna killed that one.
Yeah. The maul hasn't been working all evening, Joe. What's the thinking with repeatedly going for it? Is it just to tie men in?
I'm not sure. Honestly. New player group coming on. Maybe they thought they could have a crack, but yeah, it's got no go forward all evening. The Van forwards have been all over it.
He's coming off.
I want to see which Van player broke through the middle of that maul and got on it, because it's really good maul defence.
Let's go.
Broke his way between two of the OYONNAX players and got onto that ball. Really good maul deep.
Really good point made in the chat, Alex Walker. And yeah, Alex Walker pointing out that we could have had a pair of Ruru brothers on the field. You've got scrum half Michael playing for Van, and yeah, Jonathan is the usual starting scrum half for Oyo. I thought the coaches would have just gone for that, but not to be this evening. We'll have to wait for that one.
Imagine playing, especially at 9, where you can give each other so much grief.
Yeah.
Playing your brother.
Oh, he's a big old unit. Sione Kalamafoni. I remember watching him when he was playing for Nottingham, before he really burst on the scene with Leicester Tigers. Absolute unit.
He was born before the Van Club was formed. Oof.
Oh, it opened up all of a second for Kortaliak. Couldn't take it.
He might have scored that, was it? Oh, Jesus, come on,
he could have taken that on the run. Oh, yeah, he had a little sea parted for him, and he knows it. Well, we have got the replacement scrum half on now. No, not Jonathan Ruru, Jules Solinas. Another one of the signings from Nice. They have had some quite tasty signings. Oh yeah, now we're not seeing Uzair Kassiem, big number 8 from Bayonne.
Good.
Yeah, presumably he's injured. Talufa looks injured, like he's out for a while as well there.
He's always been able to do that. 37 now, Sione Kalamafoni.
He's quite a unit, isn't he? What's his weight? Less than Debati, but what is his weight?
Time's back on.
He's got to be 125, I reckon.
Unit.
20 stone in old money.
If you're guessing his weight, what is Debati's weight?
You need some professional scales for that one. The regular household scales will go round the full
Maybe they
360.
could get Christoph Urios from the top 14 and put him next to Debati on some sort of scales.
A little French rugby sumo battle between the two of them for charity.
Yeah, that scrum is really, really dominant. You can see straight away the OYONNAX front row were split, and the loose head was left out on his own. The hooker was miles away. It's every scrum, I think, now might end up being a penalty if that carries on.
I did get there was a message in the chat saying the specific name of the instrument that gets played, the pipes, there in Breton, that you can just hear in the crowd. If I can catch my eye on it, I'll mention it. But
Okay, what's the mark?
some atmosphere they've got there, someplace.
Yeah,
And there's your boy Joe.
It's wonderful. What do you reckon he's talking about? The scrum or the prawns and oysters?
Carried back. Driller!
Who's that saying chop 'em?
I think it's probably Joe Ober's shouting now.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't understand, chop in French is chop, tackle. They've appropriated that word.
Stevenson taken by his opposite man. Kortaliak. It's had a busy game.
Ooh, nice carry.
Yeah. They're making some dents, aren't they?
That's good play from the Van players, helping out the guy on the floor. Realised he was in trouble, protected him. Nice to see those rugby values coming through there.
Bombard. Bombard is the instrument. Thank you, Max. Oh yeah, Kortaliak does not look in a good way. Take a knee, son. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's again there was great go forward from that forwards carry. He broke a tackle, went forwards, and again they couldn't play off it. This was a pretty well executed exit. He's out cold there.
Sorry?
Ooh. Thought Stevenson might have taken a knee from one of his teammates. He almost did then.
Yeah.
Just managed to get out of the way. Kortaliak's night's done.
Yeah, so back rows having to come on in the back line. Le Breton,
Kevin Le Breton.
who's
Does that?
must be from the Breton.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that would that be would that translate as some the Breton?
Yeah, Kevin the Cornish man or something like that.
Yeah.
Equivalent.
Friction!
So currently Van are taking the full 5 points. They have the 3-try buffer as well, which is how you get a bonus point in French rugby. They will want some more. They've been fairly safe in this second half. 20 minutes to go. The defence still getting off the line fast from Oyonnax, but the gaps are being found.
Took away.
Mezu carrying hard, and Jehi, who won the scrum penalty a moment ago with the carry. Keeping it narrow. Mako Vivas bringing some fire on debut.
Ruru actually can speed up play sometimes for Van, but they just got again 3, 4 good phases where they go forward, win the ball quickly, playing on top. They want to stay on top, keep that momentum going. However, Ruru playing the ball quickly to one of the second rows, puts it down and gets absolutely wasted for good measure. Bad decision to make the pass. Should have shown and gone there.
His brother's going to have a role to play in November, isn't he? It'd be interesting with Charles Olivon now back playing for Toulon after being out for so long. How the French back row. Is Pierre's brother Paul going to be in the 7 jersey?
Olivon's really important for them, leadership and line-out wise.
Another scrum penalty for Van. Mako Vivas. He
Another hinging. It's a forced penalty against you. Next time, go to the bin, okay? Clear? Next one.
Well, he went to the bin twice in the Rugby Championship playing for Argentina for exactly that.
Time's on.
Surprised he's taking 3 points.
Yeah, because it's still only, that doesn't change the picture, does it? It's still 3 scores.
No, I'd rather get that buffer. Your 3 scores clear.
Folded.
The deck chair.
First points of the second half. Maxime Lafarge adds to the lead. It's 22-3 into the final quarter. Van currently, as we say, sitting with the full 5 points. It's looking like the win is going their way.
Top of the table tonight.
Yeah, they will be top of the table tonight if it stays as is. That one defeat away to Mont-de-Marsan for Van, the only blemish on their record. Our opening
After
game
the
of the Pro de season here on FR UK was that draw in Brive.
Salinas, the reserve 9, has come on and made perhaps the worst 2 passes I've seen a 9 make
For me, it's
ever. Shortly after coming on, please, I want to see that again. That was so appalling. It was brilliant.
That penalty, yeah. It was offside. Went into the man in front. Give him the pen.
I think they penalised the OYONNAX player who took out the winger behind the block.
Took out Ben McGall in the air,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Who had knocked it on already, but then ended up coming down on his shoulders and head. Accident, but penalty.
Is it good? Time back.
Come on, Lafarge, just bang this long.
Question in the chat, Joe. Do you sometimes go to a coffee shop by Brentford Football Club, the old London Irish ground?
Yeah, I live not far from there. I live on the river the other side in Kew.
So quite possibly.
I do pop into that coffee shop. He's got a fantastic range of coffees. And
Excellent, yes. So
and a mean berry muffin.
There you go, Alex Smith. Your eyes did not deceive you. As Ben McGall, this kid has got wheels.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
That deserved a try. Oh my days! What a wonderful launch play. Now that was a good launch play. Unlike the OYONNAX launch play, which gave him a try, that one was beautiful.
That was lovely.
Ben
Just
McGall.
Ruru with the. It all looked like it was going open, and Ruru comes back blind, and lovely lift that.
Ooh, ouch.
Just carried back. Yeah.
Really lovely soft hands from Ruru.
White touch the ball, Rust. Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, in a rub.
The Van player never touched that.
Matt Carver, yeah.
White backwards, did scrum. Yeah. Time's off, still time's off. Players down.
And Van might fancy walking this one over the line. Vivas has just been warned. Any more?
Yeah.
Okay, time's back.
Honestly, this is a nightmare situation for you. Do you get a yellow card as well as a penalty try? Or somehow just moonwalk back over the line and give them the try? It's probably the better option.
If you're a big Argentine international coming back from the Rugby Championship and you come to Pro de Dirt and make your debut, this would be a nightmare for Vivas.
If he gets folded in half and stuck over the own line and yellow carded with a penalty try, that would be a terrible way to introduce yourself to your new team.
Okay, again. Balance.
Was that what you were trying to tactically give away a free kick?
Herman in the back row is going, that's all good, guys. This is great. I'm not sure it will be. We're going to see what happens next.
Maybe Matt Carver's just having a chat with his winger about scrum technique there, maybe.
Honestly, if I was the number 8, I'll be in the slips ready to get this thing the hell out.
Friction!
He's had a good game.
Yeah, Ruru, I like him. Accelerates the play, gives him something they wouldn't have otherwise.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, Calamafoni. Oh, what a try. Absolute pure muscle. Everyone had eyes on the scrum that was starting to motor. Calamafoni breaks off the base. And however much he does weigh, we guessed around 120, 125. Absolute unit, takes it to the house. Oh, Matt Carver, good luck.
That was a good pick-up. Calamafoni.
Your man.
Mate, his pick-up and power is phenomenal, isn't it? And how old is he now? Well. He's 37 now. What was he like in his mid-20s?
Thank you.
That first 5 metres, wow. An American footballer.
Pitching wedge out. And you'd think that's home and hosed. Van now just want to hold on for the full 5 points.
Yeah, they got that one try buffer. OYONNAX all at sea, looking impotent in attack. The only change they're getting out of anything is some of their box kicking, and now
So your coaching hat on, Joe. You're walking into Oyo on Monday morning, and what one thing do you focus on? Like, what could they do differently in this last 10 or so minutes?
They got some major fix-ups which would take a long time to get right.
Premier.
Their attack we can talk about in a second, but traditionally they had a very aggressive defence that was difficult to play against and a good pressure game, which gave them opportunities and made them difficult to play against, like I talked about. They need to get that back up to the levels it was. It's not there at the moment, especially the defence. It's not causing enough problems for the opposition, creating enough opportunities. Then on top of that, you need to score points now, so they need the attack to whether they be a transition team who play a couple of phases, then put a pressure kick in again. But they need to play faster. Everything they do is slow, over-organised. So to get that working quicker, relating to how they win their collisions more quickly, but also how they, when they do use their structures and systems and shapes, they get into those positions more quickly. It's just all slow and predictable and readable.
Can you check that contact?
And that's the one time they've actually looked dangerous, is when they turn the opposition, and it could lead to something now. Matt Carver.
Again, that opportunity came for a sneaky pick from a forward seeing a space near a ruck.
Yeah, exactly. Again, it goes to the air, and it's going to be a score.
What a kick.
Lovely nudge. Karim Kadiri.
Was that who kicked that? Was it reserve 9?
I think so.
Salinas or whatever. He
It was him that started that move, spotted the space in the backfield. Lafarge will feel he should have done better. Matt Carver got to it. I think it was Salinas.
See, this is where it gets tricky a bit. Here we go. Sees it early. Nice. Great touch.
Well, Nice, he was signed from.
This is where it gets tricky for Van. That bonus point. The game's surely in the bag, but honestly, that bonus point.
Yeah.
If you lose that now, you have a sick feeling in your belly.
No, but it was fine. Yeah. Good.
He's got his curious technique. He's like a side eye, like he's checking someone out at the bar.
Matt Carver, nice nudge from the touchline to get his team into double figures.
9.
Question there, wasn't a member of Steve Borthwick's England forward coaching staff with OYONNAX? Yeah, the head coach was Joe Alapt. He was a player there. Finished his career, I think, with OYONNAX after playing for Toulon and Bristol and Bath. I went to uni with the lad. But I don't know what his role is with England now. I think he's still there.
Forwards coach now. They're trying to get a different defence coach, aren't they, I believe?
Yeah. Mikel Alanya. So we have one.
Boutier's on now as well.
Yeah.
Is he playing 10? He's come
Boutier,
on for Lafarge,
yeah,
maybe.
He's playing 10.
Turn back.
On to close the game out. Make sure that Van do get the full 5 points.
Joanna!
The architect of that Oyo try sticks it into the Van night sky.
A nice, like a haiku you just made there.
Poet, and I didn't even know it. Alanya with his first touch.
Carried it back.
Van trying to find that edge. Ben Stevenson not held.
Placage!
And there you go. Tense dropping back in the pocket. Offload from Alanya.
Backwards. Strip down, play on! Just safety didn't stop the games.
Alanya took a shot there. Falling to the deck.
It's fine.
Yeah, the ref said he was
Smallest man on the
body going
field,
down.
opposite one of the biggest.
Yeah. Head on head. Yeah. For me live, he's dropped, but I will watch the replay.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much lower Corso could have gone.
Yeah, I think this is a rugby collision. How big's Corso? It's almost Alanya
Okay.
headbutts in.
Or... Okay. Timmer.
The Georgians are
Foul
tough.
play.
They normally come about 130 kilos in the front row.
Yeah, I think he's.
Did you
His
coach him,
brothers
Joe?
must have stolen all his food.
Did you coach Alanya? When you
Yes,
were
I
at
did.
Georgia?
Lovely guy, lovely human. Got some pace. He's improved a lot in the last couple of years. He's got more
Eric, I don't
game
think
time
you
at
could
the
be
clubs he's
more-
been at, especially at Van. And he's become a better player.
Yeah.
I'd like to think this is just rugby
He
incident.
could be lower.
How much lower do you want players to go? Oh, sorry. I mean, the referee's always right.
Yeah, he's bent enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, the referee got it right first time.
he did.
He said live, it's all right. He was going to play on.
Clearly bent at the hips, so no foul play. For you,
I'm not sure why we've had 20 replays of this.
Eric. Okay, so for me, he's clearly low. Nothing else he can do, so play on, no foul play, scrum to it.
Like this ref.
Decisions?
I like this ref.
Okay, there is no foul play. Red player clearly dropped significantly, so it's not a
He
foul
had that
play.
nailed down
Scrum to
live.
Yeah, he saw it live.
Live. Didn't need the replay.
It's not a
This
foul
looks
play.
like it could be a
Scrum red,
future
okay?
international referee
I
right in
need to
front of
find
us.
this guy's name. I
stopped
did.
again for safe
Okay,
cross.
let's do it,
earlier,
let's do
but-
it.
Reds, okay?
I'm going to keep him on my radar. I like the look of
Not a
this.
foul play.
This fella.
Akito Namkwama.
Back on.
Nakawa? Namkwawa? I think my Japanese pronunciation is not great. Oh, maybe. Maybe it's not right. Yes, sorry. I'm reading about another Japanese referee.
They've got a
Feruse,
few
yeah.
good ones coming through.
Katsuki Feruse.
Friction!
Got two Georgian scrum halves now. Lobanidze's back on for Oyonnax. Vautoa taking umbrage.
Okay.
Bit more bagarre.
White. Okay, so I penalise white against white. Is that correct? Happy? Okay. Okay. 3. I will manage. So, okay, I will manage. Okay. Okay. It's not your job. It's my job. All right.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Go Katsuki.
Go.
Yes.
I'm going to get a Katsuki t-shirt.
Comment in the chat that he's been man of the match. I think maybe Michael Ruru might be. That may be why they're going to him on the bench.
He's been class. But to be fair, both the nines for Van have both been the players that attack-wise have brought the most in the short amount of time. Been on the pitch. Yeah. They've accelerated the play. That last sequence of play that ended with him getting headbutted by bending over too far was actually one of the best sequences of play we've seen from Van in this match. Accelerating the play, playing what's in front of them.
Another dominant scrum. We could see a card here.
Oh,
He has warned Mako Vivas. And Valtoa not liking that one.
Tight head angle.
Grins all round if you're in that Van pack.
Yeah.
yeah, they've been dominating since the replacements have come on, especially. It's been so one-sided. Look how low that Van pack
So
is.
low.
A break that loose head. The tight head for. Wow, see him getting turned around. That loose head's broken and come across him and gone across to the hooker, and he's just spun him round and stick him up in the air, got under his chest. Really good scrummaging.
Can they turn the power on now?
One stop. Jura.
Solid Maldi. Got it moving. And Lanya's trying to dig in there for the ball.
Ooh.
Replacement hooker. Cyril Blanchard is in.
Could be telling his grandkids
Fifth try
about that
for
one.
Van. Patience there, Joe. The referee called it once and they had the confidence to keep it in.
Yeah, I'd like. I think I was worried the ball was going to become stuck in that maul because the OYONNAX players had surrounded the maul almost by easing the way around, like we can see here, and they were struggling to get the ball out of the back. But 16 now has it in his hands. Blanchard, to be fair, yeah, it just falls down in front of him. He sees the gap and just
He did well.
bursts through. Nice.
Boutier with the extras. And this game is done and the buffer is comfortable and Joe Edwards, big grin.
Some smug faces there, happy. It's a good time, you've won. Pretty much secured a bonus point. 5 minutes left, might be a try or two more in the pocket for Van.
This is
Get it above 40.
Thursday night, packed house. This is rugby bucket list, this place.
Chest.
Callum Mahoney on the carry.
Hold.
Booming kick. Just territory's enough now for the final 6 minutes.
Ooh. Oh.
Another one.
Chickened out there. If he caught that on the full, that could have been game on.
Side. Ojo. Another one. Inside.
Bit hard.
If you appreciate the content on the channel, oh, horrible kick, Matt Carver.
Oh, he got a cannon, but that time he's not really connected well with that one, has he?
Just to say, if you appreciate having rugby on a Thursday night, how good is this? The only show in town on a Thursday, here on FR UK, Pro de Dirt. Subscribe to the channel, check out the other content we've got. The interviews, Jack Willis, Courtney Laws, Mako Vunipola, Manu Tuolangi and others.
Who's at the front? Who's at the front? Like more, it's more.
Well, from that poor kick, they did well to get a few yards on it. Lobinidze to Burrow. Runs back inside into the heavy traffic. I can't really remember a line break from OYONNAX. Kicks over the top. Can they get something going through the middle? Well, this would set up a final fight for the bonus point for the last couple of minutes.
Play on. Yeah, play on. Let's go. Yeah.
Floaty pass to Vivas. I wonder what he's thinking.
Mako. All advantage is over. Okay. Max is here. Mako.
See if Matt Carver can have a better nudge on this one. More like it. 5 meters out.
Do you reckon everyone's going to go out afterwards? All the bars in town, just around the corner?
Oh, I want to be
drinks. I would love to be there as well.
We need some more French road trips, Joe.
It's going to be late. It's going to be late by the time these guys get out, but they're going to go out and have a couple after the game, celebrate.
Will they go for the maul again? They're going for it. No change so far.
One stop.
Maybe 5 backs will help. Jules Salinas, the replacement scrum half, looks like he has hands on in the middle of that.
Well, he's going to get run over there. Is that Mako?
What's there?
That's Pagatafili.
Confusing my ball props.
Oh, opportunity. 1 meter out. Try scored. Didn't see the number on his back.
Salinas, I think. No. He went off.
Le Bas or Le Breton?
Le Bas.
Le Bas.
Le Breton's the short,
the big locks.
stocky, bald back rower.
Yeah.
Just the ball popped out that ruck through him. Big space in front. Alania, the tiny 9 to go through. Hey, voila.
Thank you.
So Van still have the bonus point as things stand. 3-try cushion. Two more added for Matt Carver, which isn't going to affect anything, but the points difference. Van will want the full 5. Has been a scrappy second half, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, OYONNAX have been playing pretty scrappy the whole game. Van have put together some great moments. But again, they won't be over the moon with this performance by any stretch. But like I say, it's the start of the block. I'm sure we're going to see Van getting better and better. Honestly, Oyo looked like they need a reset.
They've just had 2 weeks. That's the concerning thing. Now they're into another block of games. Do you mean reset as in change of personnel somewhere in the chain?
It looks completely dysfunctional. I'm not sure.
This has been the...
I say is this nearly score again. It'd be interesting to see what, I don't know, change in management, change in direction, change in coaching staff. They've already had one. Maybe they're not going to worry about doing that again in the future imminently, but they're not playing well. They've got a good budget. They should be doing better than they are.
The one area of their game that's actually gone quite well tonight is the kicks to compete, but Antoine Mikel is better than that. Final play, 5 points in the bag, win the scrum, which has absolutely torn OYONNAX to shreds. They don't even need to turn the screw here, just hold it solid. And that'll be the game and a job well done for Van.
Voila, 5 points in the bag.
Boutier brings the result to an end. The night in Van is going to be a busy one. Might be a slow start to work tomorrow in Breton because the packed house has seen their team win again. They're 4 wins in a row in Pro de Deux. They are 3 from 3 at home and they are top of the table. 7 rounds in, obviously with the other teams to play this weekend, but Van with a lot of areas they can improve on, to be fair, Joe. They've got some fundamentals.
They've got that. I mean, they had the first game of the season at Brive where they probably should have won at Brive away from home. They slogged out a couple of victories, lost a game they should have won at Mont de Marsan. They got all the elements of an amazing squad and team. Work rate, some good basics, good set piece. It's just that attack side of the game. They want to go back up to the top 14. I'm pretty sure they're going to have to attack better than they're currently doing. What kept them nearly kept them in the top 14. They won and got close to staying up through just motivation, defence, and kicking well. Their attack in the top 14 wasn't amazing either. It's tough with a small budget to get a competitive attack in the top 14. But in Pro de Deux, their budget is pretty strong. They would be expecting to attack better than we've seen tonight.
I think Enzo Ben Magal might be man of the match. They keep focusing on him in the cameras.
Yeah,
quite possibly he is.
I really enjoy watching him tonight.
Yeah, 21.
Tasty player.
He's got some wheels. You have to say as well, the boys that, and you pointed it out, Joe, the replacement front row absolutely marmalised.
Yeah, they got
Oyo.
taken to. They marmalised is the right word. They were very poor. But we saw normally you take a scrum for a better attacking position they had. They took a line out, and you can see why. They're obviously not confident even before in their own scrum to even take on the dangerous scrum that Van had. But the Van set piece is good line out scrum. Got a very strong set piece at that club.
Yeah, the cameras have been focusing on the two wingers for Van. Ben Stevenson seems to be loving life. Massive grin on his face. Let's see what Oyo have to say.
Lots of presents for Van. Yeah, we made lots of presents. So their first 3 phases of play, we've got to be careful where they score. We started to try and play in our half, which was a mistake. Second half was better than the first. There's a big gap between us and them still. So the second half was more encouraging.
Des blessés dans des postes où il fallait pas, avec des jeunes joueurs, il y a de quoi quand même peut-être puiser.
So you had a few injuries and young players playing certain posts.
Il y a pas tout qui a jeté, on arrive à marquer déjà sur ballon porté.
So he says not all was bad. We scored
C'est une bonne chose et c'est vrai
through
qu'on a eu quelques pépins physiques.
a driving maul.
Deuxième mi-temps, mais on a su le gérer comme on pouvait, donc voilà, c'est les choses qui
We've got to manage it like we can.
Merci beaucoup en tout cas Antoine.
Yep, a pretty dull answer. Here we go. Let's hope this is a more interesting one.
Troisième ligne, Steve Blanc-Mapaz.
Blanc-Mapaz.
À la Rabine, Steve, on imagine la satisfaction. C'est le premier sentiment ce soir avec cette victoire bonifiée.
So your first feeling tonight is satisfaction?
Victoire bonifiée, donc c'est sûr que c'est.
We merited, we deserve that victory.
C'est une bonne chose. Après, il y a quand même des secteurs où on a pêché un petit peu, donc.
Yes, many sectors where we're a bit poor. We got a lot to work on during the next week.
Victoire bonifiée, c'est bien.
But still a victory we deserve, so that's good. You're good at taking a bit opportunist. Counter-attacks, turnovers, you've been good at taking those.
On est encore un peu sur notre fin dans la production, on va dire.
Ouais, c'est vrai que c'est un focus sur ce bloc-là. Donc, comme je dis, nos sorties de camp, elles ont pas été très bonnes. Et il faut qu'elles soient plus propres.
Our exits were not good.
Et après, qu'on arrive à avoir plus de régularité sur nos lancements de jeu, c'est vrai qu'on a tendance.
Yeah, our launch plays and some of our play wasn't good. We've got to be more consistent with how we play and attack.
Par contre, à contrario, quand on récupère des ballons sur les turnovers, on est très efficace. Donc ça, c'est.
Yeah, so against OYONNAX, when we recuperated turnovers, we were very efficient. Did well.
I love that there are French blokes called Steve. I appreciate that. And look at that, the crowd's emptying out pretty quickly. There's all sorts going on around the ground. Those seafood stands, galette stands, and no doubt the beer tents will be doing a great trade. I've really enjoyed our first trip on FR UK to Breton. I want to go there in person, and Van look like they are definitely contenders for Pro de Deux this season. 36-17, 5 tries, and the full 5 points. Next week, Thursday night again, Valence. Surprise package in Pro de Deux last year. Play a proper gangbusters brand of rugby, and against Argent. That will be fun. Kickoff is 8 p.m. next Thursday. Make it part of your week. Joe, I thoroughly enjoyed that, mate.
Me too. Again, my ambition to go to Van is strong.